Hi, my name is Catherine,
I'm KK.
and today we are presenting a TED Talk on staff training.
The purpose of our research was to evaluate the effectiveness of staff training in high-risk recreation.
And that's going to go into the aspect of the development of staff training, conducting training, and the outplay of the effectiveness in the field. So the sample population that we were interested in for this study were specifically staff working in the high-risk recreation industry who've been involved in staff trainings recently.
Some problems we could have run into were access to contact information, communication errors in general, and then program variation, like differences in males and females responses, and if you work at a zip line or a high reps course.
Yeah, so our main goal was to determine if there were any discrepancies with the benefits of staff training, what makes it good and what makes it bad.
We sent out our surveys to staff members via email. In the survey, we asked questions about their experience with staff trainings.
Yeah, what kind of things led to beneficial outcomes and what kind of things led to negative outcomes.
The basis of our procedure is to initially explain what research is attempting to uncover and explain how the staff played a key role in discovering that, because all the information that we need to better staff trainings needs to come from the staff's perspective.
Yeah, so we're not interested in random sampling. We want to get as much input and insight as possible, so the randomization of the results will be completely dependent on who chooses to respond. So when combining male and female results, we found that the most important overall components of staff trainings were skills checkoffs, checking equipment, and practice rescues, while the least important components were group initiative activities and icebreakers.
And the majority preferred multiple half-day trainings rather than full-day trainings.
So icebreakers and group initiative activities were ranked the lowest in the components necessary of staff training. These are often things that we go to first when developing staff training models. They're thought to build solid foundation, but often staff members think that they're repetitive and they lose interest really quickly when given games such as those. It's better to focus on the meat and potatoes of the instruction. And if you do want to include name games or group initiative activities, just keep them short-lived and really focus on the meat of the instruction.
So when comparing the males' results versus the females' results, the top components for both were all central to acting in a hands-on manner. The males' top three were skills check-off, mock scenarios, and practice rescues. And the females' top three were skills check-off, equipment check, and practice rescues. All these components are active and engaging. And we know in recreation that things really never go as planned, so it's always good to be prepared. So for instance, if a participant came up short on a zip line and a staff member had to go out and rescue them, being able to do a practice rescue in staff training is really beneficial, and they kind of understand that. So having that skill in their little toolbox is really important to them, and it showed in our survey. So some recommendations we can draw from our surveys would be to keep the trainings active and engaging, try not to be repetitive with things like name games and whatnot, and to focus on important lessons like making sure staff know how to do the practice rescues and do mock scenarios just to kind of give them the experience that they need for situations they might encounter.
Another recommendation we might have would be to keep the trainings for half-day sessions. Don't go longer than that because staff members are going to lose interest, they're going to lose focus, and then you're just wasting instruction time. The shorter, you can have short multiple-day trainings, but the longer you extend that, the more disinterested they're going to become.